The Damon Runyon Theatre Hour. Damon Runyon is acknowledged as one of the great writers to come out of 20th century America. Runyon's short stories are almost always told in the first person by a narrator who is never named and whose role is unclear. He knows many gangsters and has no job that can be gleaned from his musings, nor does he admit to any criminal involvement. He is a bystander, an observer, an average street-corner Joe. Runyon described himself as being known to one and all as a guy who is just around. That line seems to say a lot about Runyon and his life. It was like you were with him on some street corner hustle or some shady dive, and he was filling you in on all the angles, all the gossip, all of life. He was who so many people wanted to be with, or so many people wanted to be. Of course, the cliché about newspapermen and writers is that they are heavy drinkers, chain smokers, gamblers, and obsessively chase women with a sideline in the gathering of stories and facts, and actually getting something written just before the deadline hits. That seems like Damon Runyon and his life summed up in one sentence. His stories became legendary ways of looking that bit differently at America, of soaking up the atmosphere of a glamorous and rip-roaring age and distilling it into black and white type, or in our case, the Damon Runyon Theatre Hour. Here's our first story.
The Damon Runyon Theatre. Once again, the Damon Runyon Theatre presents another story by the master of storytellers, Damon Runyon. And this one, the hilarious Romance in the Roaring Forties. And to tell it to you, here is Broadway.
Thanks. Maybe you know a citizen who is called Dave the Dude, and maybe you know another citizen who is entered under the name of Waldo Winchester, who writes a gossip column. That is his real name, although some of the characters claim this handle is one of those nom de plumes, which is fancy French for an alias. Well, how this Winchester tangles with Dave the Dude and how Miss Billy Perry, Dave the Dude's girl, figures in is quite a story, which I will tell you in a minute.
And now back to the Damon Runyon Theatre and the famous story, Romance in the Roaring Forties.
As I am saying, Waldo Winchester is an influential citizen along the stamp, but he is no more that way than Dave the Dude, although Dave is better known by the gendarmes of various settlements than he is by the general public. Well, one night I am sitting in the 1600 Club, which belongs to one Miss Missouri Martin, whom we call Mizzou for short. Mizzou is at the table with me, and the conversation is as follows.
You have not been around lately, Broadway. Been sick?
Well, not exactly, Mizzou. It is just that I have not the time.
I've made a few additions to the place.
So I see, especially in the doll department in the show. In particular, I notice one...
Sure. The little brunette, third from the end. Do not notice her anymore.
What?
You know Dave the Dude.
Although I am not a real personal friend, I know Dave the Dude.
Would you say he is a man to double-cross?
I would say that Dave the Dude is a man not to cross, even in the singular.
Then forget the little brunette, third from the end.
Oh, why?
Because Dave the Dude was in the other night. He also saw her.
Mizzou, I do not think I ever see the little brunette third from the end.
And you better tell all the boys.
I will give the information around.
Her name is Billy Perry. Would you care to meet her?
Oh, no, she is not my type.
You mean Dave the Dude is not your type?
You are correct. And, speaking of Dave the Dude, your front entrance is filled with him.
Every night he comes here, every night. There's still one more show to go, but Miss Billy Perry will not be in it.
Why not?
Because Dave says she is a delicate creature and can do only one show per...
Sample complete. Ready to continue?